Let me go to Marvin in Queens. Hey, Marvin, how you doing, my brother? Great to have you with us.
Doing good, Brother Joe. How you doing?
Good, man. Sorry to keep you waiting. We always appreciate what you have to say, Marvin, and we appreciate you listening, my friend. What's on your mind this morning, brother?
Thanks, Joe. I called in originally. I'm a professional non-commissioned officer, retired from the Army. And I want to talk about what the Air Force is doing with their gender policy. Total violation of the 14th Amendment.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. Give us your thoughts on it. And thank you for your service, by the way, Marvin. But give us your thoughts on it. Yes.
Well, Joe, you are the Padre Pio of Mr. and Mrs. America because you pick up.
Yeah, man, that's me. Go ahead.
Clairvoyant, but you pick up on the fact that there's absolutely a foreign influence, and we're allowing the enemy to set the rules of engagement. And it scares me as a father and running here for local office because it could set a precedent, a persuasive precedent for what they do in our local schools. But this whole thing about the gender confusion, the fentanyl coming across the border, and the white guilt is all part of the soft brainwashing that Yuri Bezmenov, a former KGB agent, talked about in the 80s, where this is how they're going to conquer us. Because what they're doing is they're targeting military-aged male and females, and they're weakening them so that we won't have a military. We won't have an army to defend us, and they'll just walk right in and take over. So it's very scary, and it's something that we have to fight. Like I said, we are allowing the enemies to set the rules of engagement for this battlefield in America, and this is a war. We've talked about it before. The socialists have been at us since the Bolshevik Revolution of 1919, and they haven't stopped. They've infiltrated every institution in America, and they finally got into the military, which should scare the bejesus out of everybody. I mean, I hate to do that on a Friday, but that a general officer could sit by and allow that is alarming.
Yeah, so it's not me. You're seeing it clear as day, Marvin, right?
Absolutely. And Joe, if I could, I just want to touch on some local issues. You talked the other day about, people that call into your show winning their elections. And there's some people out there that I think our radio family needs to know about. If you could let me just talk about, Lee Zeldin, you talk about him all the time.
Sure.
Michael Henry is running for Attorney General, Tina Forte, Tom Zimmich, Tom Sullivan. I was with him last night. Okay. He will be an ally in Albany. He will fight the fentanyl and get it out of here. Sean Lawley is a great young kid in my neighborhood. I know his family through scouting. This kid will give us 30 or 40 years of good leadership if we can get him in. I do believe in term limits, but this is a very promising kid. So all of these people, I encourage them to call into your show, and I encourage the listeners in our little sphere here to vote for them because we've got to fight this attack on our culture and our country.
Great call. Marvin, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you again for your service. Great call from Marvin in Queens.